down things to be moved. The mind behind this bold transportation situation was Swiss specialist Riggenbach. The primary rail line laid for 5 kilometers was from Met to Playum in 1882. However, later the project was racked. After numerous organizations were shaped and broken up to lay the rail line, the Nilgiri Rail Route Organization responded to the call and inked an agreement with the Secretary of State of India in February 1895. Lastly, the development of the mountain rail route in Nilgiris started in right sincere. The track-laying work till Coonoor was finished and a railroad station with all offices was set up at Coonoor in 1897. Afterward, the rail route line was expanded up to Oaddy in 1908. It is fascinating to take note of that the toy train contacts an elevation of 2,197 m above ocean level when it arrives at Oaddy from Met to Playum, which is 325.83 m above ocean level. It shows that the lofty rail line has a typical slope of L in 12.5, implying that when the train ventures 12.5 feet, the elevation increments by 1 foot. The Nilgiri mountain rail route gloats of the rack and pinion framework that proved unable found in some other rail track. A rail with teeth is fixed in the 2 primary rails and the train motor will have a wheel with teeth. The wheels with teeth are a security measure to ensure that the train motor and intruders in a real sense stay on track while climbing steep slants. The fact that the greatest speed makes it critical of the mountain train is simply 13 km per hour. The toy train that has been running administrations for over 100 years got the UNESCO World Legacy Train label on July 15, 2005. The well-known government organic garden is situated in the valley of the Dodhabetta top, which is the most noteworthy top in Oaddy. The land where the professional flowerbead is found was before used to develop vegetables. Sullivan built a bund to moderate water that moved from the slopes for farming and different purposes. The water body that was fabricated like a really take a look at dam later became known as a lake, and the beginning of one of the fundamental attractions of Oaddy, the Oaddy Lake, lies here. As of now, many boats are accessible for drifting on one side and a boat shelter on the other side of the lake. Subsequent to clearing many obstacles, the street and rail network was laid out and a municipality was likewise evolved. Afterward, there was a flood in the improvement of Nilgiris. What's more, the district saw the appearance of quality schools and emergency clinics inside a limited capacity to focus time. Numerous administration workplaces were moreover opened to take care of the requirements of the individuals. Gradually individuals from the fields and different districts began to relocate to Nilgiris. Uber-cool climate. Oaddy with its superb regular marvels, cool environment, green moving slopes and hypnotizing valleys is the best spot to relax. However, the slope station would shudder under the grasp of cold circumstances. For a considerable length of time, the best chance to visit Oaddy is between the long periods of spring and May. However, the slope station would shudder under the grasp of cold circumstances for a considerable length of time. The best chance to visit Oaddy is between the long periods of spring and May. Document photograph. One of the significant occasions of Nilgiris is the bloom show that starts toward the finish of May consistently at the professional flowerbead. As the dream town of Oaddy is flooded with bicentenary festivals, the gigantically famous bloom show is producing its 125th release this year. It will be held at the Public Authority Professional Flowerbead from May 19 to 23. Woods Department limits development of vehicles from Kerala to Oaddy by means of Mulli. June 16, 2023, 7:22 p.m. refreshed 7:23 p.m. IST. Coimbatore. Successive development of wild creatures in the region referred to as the primary justification behind the limitation. Staff journalist. The Backwoods Division has forced limitations on the development of vehicles from Kerala to Oaddy by means of Mulli. Actually, look at post on the highway line, which is around 30 kilometers from Karamadai in Coimbatore region and Adapadai in Palakkad region. Backwoods official TK Ashok Kumar gave oral directions to the staff of Karamadai Woods Reach to not permit vacationer vehicles from Kerala to Oaddy through Mulli. The division has referred to visit development of wild creatures, including elephants, as the principal justification for not permitting vacationer vehicles to utilize the street. Numerous vacationers were allegedly ending vehicles in timberlands to take photographs and different exercises. The staff at Mulli actually take a look at post on Tuesday prevented vacationer vehicles from Kerala. Nonetheless, products vehicles going to Oaddy, counting those moving vegetables, were allowed. The 60 km stretch from Mulli to Oiti goes through woodland regions and spots like Gethai, Kunda, and Manjur. It is the briefest course to Oiti for individuals from places like Attapadi, Agali and Mannarkkad in Mannarkkad region. With the street shut down to sightseers, the individuals who wish to visit Oiti should accept elective courses by means of Anakati or Walayar to reach Coimbatore and afterward continue to the slope station, however Mettuplayam. According to the guidelines given by the DFO, neighborhood individuals from Mulli and close by places who are acquainted with the Ghat segment street through backwoods can be allowed to utilize the street. Sources said that the Mannarkkad Local organization was wanting to reach out to Coimbatore local gatherer to list the travel limitations. They asserted that the staff at Mulli checkpost were gathering little sums from the drivers of merchandise vehicles, what's more, confidential vehicles, to allow them to head to Oiti. The Woodland Office has denied the charge. People finally made the excursion by means of Manjur. A speedy outline and excursion through the not exceptionally well-known town of Manjur was in my schedule for a long while. Lastly, an opportunity to cover that course came up during the Christmas occasions of 2014. The first plan was 4 of my companions/family members to travel on this course, however that got changed at the last second. 2 people pulled out at the last second. So at last my sibling and me chose to take this excursion. We began from Mannarkkad at around 0900 hours and chosen to take the Elachivazhi course. This course has unpaved streets for around 5 km. After we left Mannarkkad town, and begun getting over a little mountain with all in all a number of barrette twists, we were halted at the woods. Actually look at post of Kerala Govt. A youthful timberland official really look at the inside of the vehicles, and posed fundamental inquiries like beginning point and objective. And afterward he waved us off. Before long a companion called up and recommended that we sever our excursion. It appears Maoists/Naxals had recently burned the neighborhood woods office at Mulli. Mulli was coming, and it is from here that guests to Quiet Valley start their YX excursion to the timberland. Yet, I didn't see any additional police presence or some other hazardous